Jake, I just made a new video on the channel for you. Bro, that's fucking dope. That's fire, dude. Good shit. Love that, man. Okay, good shit, dude. Uh, your account got banned? Oh, gotcha, brother. Um, okay, well, sick, brother. Yeah, comment on one of my videos, on one of my shorts, or like my most recent YouTube video, and I'll check it out through there. You just gotta let me know. Remind me. So in the comment, just be like, yo, check out the video I just made. That's sick, though. Good stuff, bro. Now you just got to continue on that grind, bro. Because, like, let's goal oriented lately than just yapping about some bullshit. Let's keep it real, okay? Like a lot of these streams we were yapping. Like I would just hop in and start yapping about. But now it's way more like I want us literally to talk about our goals and what we're doing and what we've accomplished because this is literally to a certain extent I want this stream to be just a place where you can hold yourself accountable pretty much. And I know that sounds weird because it's like there's but like I seriously like you have me talking, you have this yourself and what you could do to better yourself. So it's at this point, it's like, yeah, you could end the stream. Yeah, you could be like, yeah, I don't need to listen to this guy. But at the end of the day, if you do listen to some of the things I say, or you do kind of just go with what some of the strategies, then it'll help. Jacob commented on my crush's vid. I know you like me. Why the fuck would you tell me your channel if not? Um. Okay. Well, good luck with that whole situation. I don't really know what to say about that. But yeah, dude, it's been a good grind. We're actually getting closer to the goal itself. Okay. We've made a lot of goals. I mean, we've made a shit ton to the point where, I'm leaving a lot of disappointment for my future self if I don't get them. But at the end of the day, I mean, this is what I wanted. I wanna give myself a tough situation, a tough life. Okay, I'm looking for the hunger of winning, the adventure. I'm looking for that stair. I'm looking for that mountain. I don't know about you guys. But that's just how I'm feeling. Also, I have 263 subs now. Hell yeah, bro. See, this is what I like. This stream, I'm already liking the vibes. The first two comments, one is, I made a YouTube video. Second one is, got more subscribers. That is fucking growth right there. And the interesting thing is, if every single day you were to grow that much more, another video, I don't know, you've been getting a lot of subscribers, it seems like. You'll be hitting 1,000 subscribers. You'll be hitting, 10 videos, which is then gonna two different people on two different goals. This is what I'm talking about. We need to continue this vibe. We need to continue with this energy. We cannot lose what we have right now. I'm being so serious. Like, don't lose what we have right now. Tomorrow I'm gonna stream, and you guys should give me the same exact fucking thing. Okay? I posted a video, got more subscribers. I need that shit. Okay? I need to hear that. Okay? Because this is real. This is real life, and the more you do, the more you win, the more good shit you're gonna get, and you'll actually thank me later. I promise you. If it actually works out for you, and I am telling you to do it, and you do it, then you will thank me because I will have a big part in you actually becoming successful. Because again, starting this shit is fucking important, and you just gotta understand that, man. We're breeding beast. We're breeding fucking warriors. We're breeding young men that are here to fucking win. Simple as that. I can't post anymore for 3 months now. Bruh, you gotta start a new account. You gotta start a new account, dude. I'm telling you, you gotta start a new account. Just start posting whatever you're gonna post on there on the other account, man. I've literally been thinking about starting to post all my just good shorts on this other account. Just because, fuck it, why not? Because this channel's already got a bunch of shit, and I just maybe could create a new audience with that. So you gotta think in those terms, man. You gotta think in terms of what is the best strategy for this situation, But we're gonna keep it up. I got 10 subs a day and 100 this week. I'm 10 and I'm on the grind. Dude, you're lucky, bro. You're very, very lucky because if I started actually, or you know what, I was kind of on the grind a little bit in middle school, technically because I was making YouTube videos. But since I stopped, I feel like such a dumbass now. I stopped in the beginning of high school, didn't start up until like end of college. Those 5 years were just wasted of no grind time. And then even over college, I really wasn't super locked into my YouTube, so still wasn't grinding super hard. Which now I think about, it was so fucking sad. Why didn't you fucking lock the hell in on that shit? That was very of you not to do. So the fact that you're young, you're on the grind. Please, bro, please keep momentum. Please going, keep going. Because if you start now and you actually picture it this way, like maybe your first couple years it's tough, but then that third, fourth, fifth year, you're like, holy shit! Now I'm actually starting to get views. Like I'm actually starting to figure this shit out. You'd be only 15. Like, you know what I mean? Like, instead of the person that starts at fucking 22 and then finally starts to grow at like 25, you know what I mean? Like, you don't want, like, yeah, I mean, you don't, if you have the opportunity to have it earlier, fucking do it earlier, man. That's my opinion, honestly, because I'm 22 and I'm doing all these different strategies to try to grow. And I'm just thinking, I'm like, bro, if I would have just continued doing YouTube in fucking middle school, high school, even college, if I would have done all that shit, my life would have been so much better off. But since I chose not to do that, since I was just being dumb, not smart, and just, not doing smart shit, I ended up, really not locking in until now that I think about it, like 7 months ago. That was really when I started to lock in, was like 6, 7 months ago. That's funny. That was odd timing. But yeah, dude, and it's like, dude, if I would have just locked in way earlier, I would have had so much more fucking like growth on social media. And I really am bothered that I fucking, it's almost like YouTube had like this gold rush, especially with the live streams, and I was a part of it for sure. But then like it kind of went down. I'm getting back up there. I'm being serious. I am. The more likes we get, the more comments we get, the more viewers we get. I promise I am getting back up there with my views on YouTube 1000%, especially with the live streams. We just got to continue with the vibes. But man, I really, that's one of my biggest regrets. So I honestly, in my good faith and in like in this, in the, like, do it for me, like, do it for myself that fucked up. That's what I thought. Um, Gotta go to bed. Bye, Jake. Alright, peace. It's hard to post because my channel is being undercovered by my parents. No, that's difficult. I feel you, but you gotta kind of figure it out, dude. I'm not gonna lie. You gotta just hide it as much as possible, or just maybe tell them. I don't know. Maybe just have a conversation with them, unless they're so against it. Like bring it up, but not like you know what I mean. Hello. I'm trying not to get caught. Who knows? They might respect that you're doing it. Someone said 911. Hi, bro. I thought I missed the gold. No, you didn't. Ew. Hey, everyone. The YouTube gold rush in 2011. Well, I was not a part of that. I feel like the YouTube gold rush happened like literally 4 months ago. At least for me. That's when I was growing the most. Fluffy kid, you need to leave. I'm playing Joe Thomas and Wyatt. Can you do the 6-7? No, I'm giggling. Hi. What is your age? I'm 22. All right. So yeah, y'all need to start posting on YouTube more, and y'all need to get your Instagram active. As if you plan, like, here's my opinion now. If you plan on like starting a business or having a brand at all in this world and you don't have an active Instagram, it is actually not smart at all. You need to have an Instagram. And you don't need to watch Instagram. You don't need to look at Instagram. You don't even need to have that app really even downloaded. But you need to have an account that's posting what you're doing. Okay, you need that shit. Okay, if my younger self would have known that, there are so many different things that I would have been better off. And I know it sounds dumb because like who gives a fuck about social media? But it's like no, you have to understand. Like if I would have posted what I was fucking doing, I would have actually got a shit ton of views and I would have been popping. So no, it was much different for me. I was very stupid for what I was doing, and now I have to live with the consequences. That's where I'm at. So you guys don't fucking do that shit. How about that? How about that? Um, my mom kept this account twice, but I was able to bring it back, luckily, secretly. Oh, okay. Hi, because you said, ooh, can you show us where you hide the bodies? Yeah, show us where you hide the body. What the fuck? Literally, I'm blushing better. Love you too. Oh, I'm like out of water. Shit. Okay. So yeah, like I don't fucking I'm really bothered at myself for doing that. And now we're here, Now we're Now we're doing a live stream, and we don't have that many viewers, you know? And I think you gotta credit some just the fact that we've been doing it less. No bad words, please. Sorry, it is what it is. I can say whatever I want. I'm gushing. Oh my gosh, we know what you did. It's so dumb. Ew. I need help. This whole fucking chat needs help. How's White Bread doing this morning? Bro, White Bread, come on now. What does that even mean, actually? I hope you're not talking about eating white bread, though, because white bread's super bad for you. We all know that. Come on now. We're not on that vibe. Fluffy kitten leave. Yo, you're white? Oh, I'm white? Yeah, I am a white person for sure. But I'm not, like, pale. Maybe this angle makes me look pale, which I'm not a fan of. What about rice cakes? Fuck no. I can't leave the house. You see him? Oh, so cute. Nah, he is tannish. Oh, thank you. Hi, what up, what up, what up? Was good. So, yeah, guys, we're on the grind. Should I live stream the football game? I'm going to a football game today. The fucking internet's probably gonna... But I could live stream it, no? Is that not true? And I could get some cool clips at the end of the fucking day. Hey, it's Derek Deo. How you doing? I'm doing good, brother. And I wonder... What's your favorite song? I don't know if I have a favorite song. Keep it real. I really don't. I like a lot of songs. I'll give y'all one though that y'all don't know. It's called Anthem from Umbasa. Okay. That's probably one of the best songs of all time. I'm a chameleon. As soon as you figure me out, I change. What? Jason Vorez Lover, what up? I know that one. You do? Okay, well, if you do, then you're a beast. If you actually do, I don't believe you. Okay. If you know Anthem, what is the picture on the song that they use? If you can answer this for me, then I know that you know it. Because I really don't believe you. It's like such an underground song. Do you like The Murderer or Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th? Oh, no, I don't even know what that is. Bro said Indian people? Nope, it's not that. It's not that. It's not that. You're wrong. You're wrong. Unless you're watching a different video than me. But no. It's not. But we could be talking about something different. Someone said handsome. Ew. Okay. I hate being dumb. Yeah, being dumb would suck. People always talk about, like, you know, like, man, like, it's brutal, like, genetics, like, brutal, like, you know, lookism, racism. Bro, I think, like, the worst is, like, when someone's just born dumb. Like, that is a disadvantage that someone will have, like, for the rest of their life that is extremely hard to fix. Like, especially when you're really dumb. Like, that is just, it's difficult because how do you navigate life the way that, I mean, 30 to 40% of people don't even have an internal monologue. So it really shows you where we're at. Bro, should I do law? No, fuck that. I'm giggling. No, don't do law. Don't do law school. Fuck that. Don't do that shit. I'm sorry. I just the idea of like anything that has to do with a lot of like studying for like a lot of reading and a lot of boringness. Just why the fuck would anyone do that? Because they're a fan of justice. Then do something good in the world. Go volunteer or some shit. You know what I mean? Like that's what I think. People don't want to hear that shit. No one wants to hear that. Literally, I'm listening. Say 6-7, say 6-7. Okay, Jesus, brother's got to be put in a timeout. That's a genuine timeout. Bruh, I got 44 Magnum. I know your house. Okay, what the fuck? Jason, what up, literally. That gray ocean just came out and said something. What up? Hello, handsome. Oh, thank you. No, do the 6-7. I'm okay. I'm waking up. Can I continue cliff diving, longboarding for YouTube? Yes, bro. If you're actually doing that, fucking comment on one of my videos and I'll literally check out like what you're doing because I want to see some of that shit. That just sounds fire. And maybe you hold yourself accountable. You post every week some shit and then you come back in here and you say, "Hey, I'm making videos. Like I made a video. Like I'm holding myself accountable." You know what I mean? Like that's very important. My neck hurts. Okay, well, hope you can get that fixed. Aw, you guys are being so sweet to him. Your name is Jake? My name's Jacob, but, the channel name is Jake's Takes. My cousin went to Oxford University. It's one of the best universities in the UK. That's what I hear. I have YouTube videos. Good shit. That's what I'm talking about. Here's what I'm saying. This is where y'all should be posting. Like, this is the gold rush of YouTube. I'm not going to lie. It's starting again. I'm being so real. Like, we talk about this all the time, but I'm being so serious. The gold rush is starting again right now. Think about it this way. Over the summer, what happens is like summer rolls around, people are like vibing, and then everyone kind of chills out and then starts just watching a bunch of videos and live stream. Then school starts, okay? Then there's all these events, like, the sport, like all this different shit, okay? But then winter rolls around and people start going in their houses more. They start, being cozy more, and then they start watching more live streams. So it's important right now to actually start doing shit on YouTube because people are inside more, they're watching more shit, and the gold rush is going to start, okay? And I know people don't think this way, but I've noticed it on my channel. My channel has gotten more live stream views. It's just done better, and the reason is because of timing, okay? So keep that in mind. People are going indoors, but more shit's slowing down. People aren't out as much. It's just different, okay? You really need to keep that in mind. And now she's a private, wait, now she's a private lawyer. I mean, look, if you want to do that, go ahead. Like, my nana was a lawyer, but it's so opposite to how I think about life, and so I'm just so opposite to it. Be ready for his offensive opinions. He doesn't mean harm. He just speaks his mind, uncensored, no disrespect. Damn, already calling me out and shit. Hi, Jake. You are adorable. Oh, thank you. Your name is Perso Arabic script. I don't know. You in theoretical quantum physics? Fuck no, I'm not into theoretical quantum physics. Who the fuck is into theoretical quantum physics? Who actively says that without fucking laughing or like, I don't even know. That's fucking insane. I'm into theories. I'm not into quantum physics though. Fuck that shit. I'm into physics, not really. I like the idea of like some things and how physics is involved in it. She makes 165K per year. Ugh, yeah, not for me. Not for me, dude. I'd prefer to make like, double that and work my own hours. And maybe it takes a little bit longer to get there rather than the law school route. I'm listening. Hi, what up, what up? Because the truth is, you can get to a point where you're making, 300K per year. But you got to be locked the fuck in. You got to be locked the fuck in. You got to be on that idea of growing and scaling and always growing your money. And if your money isn't getting higher throughout the months, then you're doing something wrong kind of mindset. That's the only way to do it. It's honestly the only way to get to that point is you have to constantly be adjusting your business tactics to make more money and scale, which is cool because the way I'm doing shit, there's so much opportunity. I could do this route. I could go over here and do that thing. I could 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 do that thing over there. 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 That thing over there. I have opportunity to do that. I could do that thing over there. I could do that thing over there and that thing over there. When you're in law school, when you're a doctor, you can't do any of that shit. You got one thing that you can do, okay? The cool thing about what I'm doing is I could do that thing over there. I could do that thing over there. That thing over there, I want to do that thing. I want to do that thing over there, too. I want to do that thing over there. Hey, you see that thing over there? I want to do that thing. You know that thing over there? I'm interested in that. I want to do that thing now. I could do all that shit. Okay, that's the thing. That's what I like about what I do, okay? And I will continue to have that mindset of liking what I do because I could just do all these different things. Oh, should I do something sporty? Yes. Yes. Always do sports. Sports. Like, you guys know I'm big into, like, YouTube content creation and shit and, like, growing, but sports is, like, fucking here. If you can record your sports and record being athletic, boom, 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 boom. That's your win right there. It's dumb. Okay, but there is one thing. Did you know that theoretically, if you have quantum computer, you can reverse the flow of time? It is science fiction for now, but really cool. For now, what the fuck you talking about, bro? Okay, then do it. If you're talking about for now, like, it's science fiction for now, but I think it's real. I think that shit's real. Okay, let's fucking see you do it then. How about that? Love takes some time to bloom when it's right in front of you, like sunlight breaking through when it's right in front of you. Okay, I don't even know what the fuck that means. 6 viewers, 7 likes. True, it does say 6-7 right now, and that's pretty funny. I do a ton of sports. Hell yeah, that's fire. Good stuff. Keep on doing sports because sports is what is going to get you that thing that you need, that competitive drive, the ability to work with other people, outside in nature, being athletic. Oh, it's so good. I mean, I honestly I can almost see a direct correlation with not playing sports and being less developed as an adult. 1000%. And even the people that I know that didn't play sports as a kid are still more developed, they play sports now. You know what I mean? It's like almost like the reverse effect. Like they feel bad that they missed out on playing sports as a kid, that they like start playing it now. You know what I mean? Because they realize either one, they're like, I'm just so shitty at this as an adult that it's just almost like, what the fuck? Or it's like, I don't know. I think it's like you gotta. For me personally, yeah, I'm getting my kids into everything. Uh, Many things were science fiction once, like traveling the moon. Well, that's actually just fiction. That never happened. You guys think we actually went to the moon? Come on, let's do some research here. Oh no, yeah, crazy opinion. Fucking watch the Apollo interview and you tell me if those three motherfuckers went to the fucking moon. You tell me if those motherfuckers are fucking lying to you. They're literally lying to your fucking face, and you guys just all believed it. It's fucking insane. I'm giggling. I do competitive gymnastics and football. I do basketball. I do volleyball. I do karate and boxing. That's fucking fire. See, that's the split that you need. That's some shit that you need right there. I feel you. That's pretty much it. Ew. But this 100% scientific, generally relative. If you move with speed of light, you turn into energy. But if you get close to travel into the future, some astronauts traveled hours in the future. Okay, so that's where it does get tricky, like you said, or I don't know if you said that or not. Uh, yes, but that is true. Like you can leave and then go the speed of light, so it travels like faster. That's a thing for sure. But we don't have even the technology to like get that close to that like idea anyway. Like we don't have anything that's fast enough to fucking go that fast. So no. So yeah. You know what I mean? Hey Jake, what up, what up? Scott, Mark Kelly, read about them. I don't know. I've heard those names before, but no one's gonna call me out when I just said that the moon landing was fake. No one's gonna call me out on that shit. Everyone agrees. Okay, we're all in agreement. Moon landing didn't happen. We've never touched the moon. We don't know what the fuck's going on. Like, it's dumb. I think I want to be a professional volleyball player. Well, that'd be sick, bro. That'd be sick. I suck at volleyball. It's probably one of the sports I'm like the worst at. I've done it like once and I was like, holy shit, I'm like bad. And it's difficult for me to be bad at a sport because I'm competitive. But then I notice someone that's not nearly as athletic as me doing better than me. And I'm just like, what the fuck? It's like a mind fuck. I'm like, we need to play basketball or football or like, sprint or some shit. Like, I don't know. Um, I actually own the moon. I believe that more than the moon landing. I do volleyball for 7 hours. Your shadow is spooking me. Oh, nice. Well, I do call you out. There is no evidence to prove your statement, but I'm focusing on something else. There, at least we get a call out, bro. Okay, so the evidence I have to prove my statement is the fact that the pictures that they used were fake, okay? Now, that could still mean that they went to the moon, but they just couldn't get pictures, so they used the fake ones to try to make it seem real because, they just thought it was a live recording and no one would ever see this again, which is not what happened. So you could make that argument that, oh no, the pictures that they used were fake, but they actually did go to the moon. But that interview, that's all the evidence I need, okay? Who said the pictures were fake? The pictures were definitely fake. The pictures were 1000% fake. The 1969 moon landing, those pictures were 1000% fake. You can look at them. You can look at them and look at the pictures of the ones where they're doing the practice in like the practice areas. They are the exact same pictures, just literally flipped over. You can watch all the videos on it. And in those videos, they'll literally say, "This is false information." Why do they feel the need to say that everything's false information when we talk about the moon landing? Why do they feel that there's so much false information out there, but for whatever reason, they want to say that the moon landing is the false information out there? Why do they feel this urge to do that? Why for this specific thing? It's because they're fucking covering this shit up, bro. Because people lie on the internet all the time, but they don't have any warnings about the shit. But for whatever reason, YouTube feels the urge to all these videos that talk about it. And look at the comments of the interview of the Apollo landing. Tell me if those motherfuckers are telling the truth or not. They look paranoid as fuck, okay? Just telling you, man. By the way, general relativity is famous Einstein formula, E equals mc squared. No, I got you. Literally, I like being spooked. Love a man who can get scary. Okay, what the fuck? What the fuck? Now, let's stick on the moon landing. Come on. Who said pictures were fake? They were definitely fake. 1000%. I'm failing math. Give me advice. Fuck math, honestly. I hate math. I like mental quick math, though. But no, math is stupid. Just do it like your reps, like practice reps, and just try to get through it, brother. That's all I got. Bro, you on drugs? No, you guys are on drugs if you think that the moon landing is real. That's what I think. Because it was 1969. Everyone was paranoid. No one knew what was going on. No one in 1969 knew that was happening. We didn't call it out until we saw what was happening, okay? Look at why don't you watch some videos on it? I mean, how much research have you actually done on the moon landing? I've done actually a good amount, like to a certain extent, and I've also watched a lot of, fucking Rogan on it. And besides that, like, there's a lot of shit that I like people like to argue with me about shit, and then I ask them about shit, and they're like, I don't know what happened with that. Like, it's almost like when I debate shit, it's like it turns into just a lesson, me giving them a lesson about shit, because they end up not knowing anything about it. And I'm just like, okay, well, did you know this? Did you know that? Did you know that? Did you know that happened? Did you know that happened? This happens a lot with vaccines, arguing health, and arguing relationships. But the big one's probably vaccines. Well, no one knows shit about vaccines. Yes, oh my god, I love to speak the truth. It's dumb. Anyway, if you mix general relativity and quantum computer, you can literally make a time machine. Math is my life. I see what you're saying. And I'm not Mr. like fucking like fuck that bullshit, but like it gets a little difficult with those optics, I'm not gonna lie. But you know what? Let's fucking see someone do it, That's what I'm saying. I don't like math. Yeah, here we go again. Jake being dumb, but I'm listening. I'm a baby cat. I'm learning. Look, here's the thing. People like to say, like, nah, that's not what's happening. Some people like to be like, like, some people, like, get bothered by the truth. They get so bothered when I say shit because they know it's true, but it hurts them because they're like, I don't want that to be true. I don't want that to be true. And I'm just like, well, it fucking is. You know what I mean? Like, what are you going to do about it? Like, it just is. That's just the reality, okay? Like, people get so mad at me for giving them the truth, and then but it's just because they don't want it. They don't want the fucking truth. But I'm just like, this is the fucking truth. And if you want to know the fucking truth, fucking ask me. That's what I'm starting to get to at this point. Like, seriously. Like, while quantum computer is theoretical, but you can travel the future and get it. But what is 100% proven is some particles do move backwards in time. But as Stephen Hawking said, only way it makes sense is there's a multiverse and alternate universes. That makes sense. Alternate universes kind of makes sense to a certain extent, and here's why. Because if the world's infinite, that means that there's every single version of this everywhere, technically. So that means some light years away, there's another version of me on this screen talking, but maybe my eyes are blue instead, because there's that version of that. And that's how the alternate universes work. But I guess what's confusing and what we definitely don't know shit about, the funny thing is we don't really know. Like, we act like we know the whole universe, but we don't know shit. We don't really know what the fuck is going on. And I saw a scientific study that really made a lot of sense. He said the odds of us being right about anything on this earth, or like any of the science, is 0. It's literally zero. And it was like, and like you hear that at first, you're like, what the fuck? But then you think, I'm like, well, how did they think 2,000 years ago? Were we right about anything 2,000 years ago? Well, no, not really. We weren't right about shit. I mean, maybe we knew that the sun was out. We knew that the sky was blue, but like we didn't know how the shit worked, okay? So the odds that we know how the shit works now is just like, it's very much, difficult. It's difficult to, So that makes the most sense to me is we don't know fucking shit about shit about shit. That's what I think. That's what I think, you know. We try to act like we know. We try to act like there's such like and obviously like we're slowly learning how things work and slowly learning how things, like we can point things together. Like we know that the rain just doesn't come out of the sky. Like we've learned about precipitation. Like we can point out those things out. But to know what's really like why did it happen in the first place? Like why is this even going on though? Like we know how it works, but like why like we don't know shit. We don't know fucking shit. And then when you go out into the universe, now we don't even know like the actual intricates of it, really. Like we could think like because we could see shit and be like, okay, well this is happening, this causes this. Like we know what cause and effect happens, but we don't know why it's happening. Like we don't know what's causing it. I mean, we can see it, but we don't know what the fuck it is or why it's happening or who's really controlling it or how it started or any of that shit. We just can kind of see what is exactly happening. And it's very difficult to talk about this shit because it's like universe shit and universe shit's mind fucks. That's like basically top. Like if you rank like the mind fucks, like it's like watching football players play basketball and then talking about the universe. Just an absolute mind fuck. I'm sorry. I should be reading way more of this shit. My bad. I get mad at you all the time. Literally, I would be cussing you out if I wasn't in this stage. Okay. Well, yeah, people get mad at me a lot, I notice, because they don't like my opinions. They don't like the truth. Or they just don't like my opinions in general. Maybe they disagree with me and don't think it's true. There's definitely people out there that don't think what I say is true, but I have to disagree. While it does not disprove God, it makes unnecessarily and highly unlikely. I have another strong argument against existence of God. Use antimatter. I'm giggling. And you know what actually people want to believe, but completely a lie? It is God and the creation, Bible, and religion. 100% scientific or sorry. I don't know if I said that right. Yeah, I mean, well, there's a lot of people that have different opinions on the whole religion and stuff. We don't know dude, what are you talking about? No one is controlling, bro. There is no God. We just don't know. That's the thing is we don't know. Like everyone acts like they know. We don't know. We don't know shit about shit, Are you saying there's more universe out there? Definitely, but I also don't know. Like, I think the universe is infinite, but also I don't know. I don't know anything because, like, any human that claims that they know anything about the infinity of the universe or how infinite the universe is just wrong. We don't know shit, dude. We're not that smart. Us humans are not that fucking smart. We don't know shit. We're like little fucking ants compared to like aliens. See, we're gonna start talking about aliens and shit. Am I gonna get banned or some shit? You wanna know something funny? Every single time a video on YouTube would come out about UFOs, always, this is misinformation. Why do they feel the need to talk about misinformation so much? And why do those videos get deleted? Don't you notice that? All those videos always get deleted? You guys probably don't, because you guys probably don't even research this shit. We know that the universe was never created. We know that for a fact. We don't know anything. We don't know shit, dude. We don't know fucking shit. We don't know anything. We literally don't know fucking anything. We know nothing. We know nothing about anything. We literally know nothing. Like we know nothing for a fact. We know fucking nothing. We are minuscule to what we know nothing. I'm listening to Jake. I think he's sounding out of the box. Always thinking outside the box. Are you an atheist? No. Oh, I love how he doesn't know the word and stuff. That's true intelligence. So cute. Bro, what the fuck? If you're attracted to intelligence, or at least that kind of intelligence, you should watch Nick Fuentes. I think People really like him. You should watch the Joe Rogan podcast. Dude, I used to watch so much. I watched Joe Rogan too much, honestly. I kind of don't watch him as much anymore, but I watched him so much before. And yeah, he definitely got me into a lot of this shit. But he's a little too now for me personally. He's not my comfort to like listen to because he's a little too like. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say like a wuss, but like he's a little too afraid to say things. Like he's afraid to say what he really wants to a certain extent. And I mean, I get it. It's kind of how he's built his podcast to be Mr. Open-minded and kind of accepting. But like I just prefer someone that just doesn't give a fuck and says whatever the fuck they want. I just prefer that on a podcast, you know. We know for a fact that evolution was no creation. I mean, we don't know. I don't know anything. I hear intelligence from you sometimes until you become word vomit ill. We know from the fact that there is multi-universe forming of universe would not unlikely. Why are you not atheist? Are you Christian? No, I'm not. I just believe in a higher power. I'm nothing, man. I'm just here living on the earth, but like I'm not atheist, I'm not Christian, I'm not anything. People, I guess you can consider me Buddhist, or that's the most interesting to me, but I don't like label myself any religion. I find it so funny that that was like a requirement like 100 years ago. Like you had to be something. Like you were either this or that. And even in families, like some people are literally have to label themselves a religion. Just fuck that shit. Fuck that. I don't give a fuck. I don't want to fucking label myself as shit. I'm fucking me. Fucking Jacob Cato. That's what I am. Historians always say the fact that Civil War was not about slavery is misinformation, but the fact that they say that doesn't mean it's not true. Exactly, bro. It wasn't about. It was about money, dude. It wasn't about. You think the North. You think the North fucking white people were like, yeah, we're trying to save the slaves. No, it was they wanted fucking money. They didn't give a fuck. They didn't give a fuck about the slaves. They wanted fucking money. See, this is where people get fucking lied to about bullshit. They think Abraham Lincoln wanted to save the slaves. No, they didn't give a fuck. They wanted money. It's all bullshit. That's fucking bullshit. We all know that's bullshit. I think we all know that. You sound like Nathan from One Verse. I don't know what that is. Religion is the most dangerous virus that ever existed. Wow. Wow, what a statement. What an absolute statement. The most dangerous virus. I've never heard someone call religion a virus. But you know what's funny? I don't even say that's the worst way to describe it sometimes, honestly. I mean, I genuinely like sometimes I think that like I look at some of these people that are religious and I look at them like something has got happened to them. Like something did them. Something happened to them, bro. Uh Ew, there's a sickness in there. Yeah. Well, something I notice about Christians, and I've had a lot of Christians walk up to me and try to fucking get me into their whole Christian fucking bullshit because of the school I go to, which is like has a lot of that shit for whatever reason. And it's interesting that these fucking people will literally talk to you like you're such a normal person, but they're like a sales guy, okay? They're trying to act like they're not selling you on shit, okay? But they are, and it's fucking like it's just kind of disgusting. Don't act like I didn't have you gripping the sheets last night. Okay, now, no, let's not even get into these comments, bro. We were talking about some good shit, okay? Let's not get brain rot now. Okay, we were on some better brain rot than this brain rot. White supremacist thrives on Christianity. Also white nationalists, too. Well, also white nationalism is becoming massive. I have never seen more white nationalists in my entire fucking life than right fucking now. And it is a big reason is because of Nick Fuentes. Read history. How many Jews were killed in the name of the Bible? Way more than the Nazis. So you can argue the ideology is worse than Nazis. Well, a lot of fucking shit's been coming out about a lot of different stuff, and stuff is tough, you know, stuff's weird to talk about. Literally, it's so dumb, they are salesmen. Yeah, no, they are. They are salesmen. I'm glad we agree on religion being shit. Well, you know what's funny? I'm not even against other people doing religion. In fact, I actually prefer Christianity over no religion to the general population because I think the general population is so fucking stupid that they can't handle being like me and not being religious. Like their brain goes fucking whack for whatever reason. So I think they actually need some fucking rules because they're that fucking stupid. That's what I genuinely think for the genuine population. Like the general population does actually need religion because they're that fucking stupid. You know what I mean? That's what I genuinely think. You know, I don't need religion because I'm smart enough to still find value and meaning in life, you know, without religion. They're not. That's why they're on fucking massive amounts of drugs, homelessness, all this fucking bullshit. So honestly, for the most part, those places in California, those liberal ass places, nah, they need the fucking Bible. They need the Bible more than fucking anyone. That's my opinion. That's my fucking opinion. Yo, dickhead, what's going on? What up? What up? Like, it's so scary because, like, white guys, ew. Your chain is cute. Oh, thank you. Look at Japan, 80% non religious but very moral society. If proves that for morality, you're not need religion to be moral. So Japan's different. Japan has great food. You know, Japan has great culture. They do have meaning in their culture. I'm talking about the USA. The USA, we have fucked food. We're all addicted to social media, okay? Obese, all these pharmaceutical shit. We're fucked over here. We need that shit. Japan's okay. They're okay because they got good food, they got good culture, they got good media. We're fucked over here, bro. We ain't them. We fucking suck, dude. We're not smart like them. They're fucking geniuses over there. They got shit right, okay? We didn't. So now we do need that shit. Even if I don't believe in it, we need it because we're fucking idiots over here. So a Bible will be better than fucking nothing. You know? That's my opinion. But that's a good point. But still, you know. You a fan of Charlie Kirk? So I enjoyed that he was, you know, able to debate anyone. I respect the fuck out of that. I think anyone that will debate anyone is just there's just something about like that balls, like having those balls to debate anyone that I really like. I hopefully can get to a point where I'm like that. I feel like I'm at that point, but I'm not even like I'm not even famous enough to debate people, but I feel like I could debate anyone. But I respect the fuck out of that. I didn't agree with everything he said at all. I thought he was a little too much like into the, you know, like I thought like his like Christian like his whole idea of like, you know, dating, I didn't think that I that's not my vibe at all. I think he kind of fucked up there. I think he was intelligent when it came to politics. I think he did not know what the fuck he was talking about when it came to dating. Because his dating was purely based off Christian values. And I think, you know, just doing that in general in this modern day society, maybe it was good 100, 200 years ago. Now, women, it's not a good idea. So, I mean, it doesn't matter for him now. He's gone. But yeah, I mean, he had a good message. I like that he was able to debate anyone. And yeah, but I wasn't like a fan of him. You know what I mean? Conservative labels other gods as foreign as if Jesus was from not from the Middle East. I lean left, but I am able to listen to people on the right. Literally, some of you guys are so cute. I hate what you say sometimes, but still, I feel the love. That's fucking hilarious. Well, there you go. I mean, is that not like, I hate to say it, but like, I lookism. It's like, the better looking you get, the more shit you can get away with. And I mean, if that's not proof right there, then I don't know what is. And I don't know if you guys saw what Clav fucking posted and what he talks about, but it's also like, come on. Like, you just get away with whatever you fuck because you just became better looking. It's just the truth, okay? People are very much, people talk about racism. It's lookism is way bigger, in my opinion. I'm listening. What's good, little bro? What up? What up? I hate what happened to him. That was ridiculous, disgusting. You don't have to like the message. Literally, don't shoot the messenger. Yeah, very, very sad. Very, very disgusting. It's sad that someone that literally just put out their opinion got shot. But what I liked was it kind of made people like you know like to a certain extent it really grew like a lot of people's opinions like we're done like we don't give a fuck about these people are non-sympathetic, they're not like we're not able to reason with them. Like I kind of enjoyed that because that was good. That was like I like that people were calling out people for like literally celebrating it because that is just what the fuck. I mean like the most fucked up of the most fucked up people that were Charlie Kirk's enemies. Nick Fuentes literally tweeted, "This is disgusting. I pray for the family." Like, because at the end of the day, yeah, he might make all those jokes, but when it comes to real life, he's gonna give respect. And that's what I think the mind fuck, like, you know, left side people really just don't have is like that, like, external sympathy. It's fucking disgusting because they try to act like they're so morally superior, but then someone dies and they don't feel anything. Like, that's low-key psychopath shit. Like, you can't reason with people like that. So, I don't know. I'm still thinking to quit YouTube. Ew. The thing with liberals is once you start making a great statement, they start calling you racist and big. Yeah, well, racist is over. Racist doesn't mean anything anymore. Like that word was a thing maybe like 4 years ago, but you call someone racist now, no one gives a fuck. No one cares. Everyone's like, okay, well, what did they do? They're like, well, and then they're like, they don't even know what to say. Like, it's become a non-word at this point. No one even cares anymore. Like, people are like, Trump's a racist. Okay, like, what the fuck does that even mean? Like, no one knows what the fuck it even means anymore. It doesn't even make sense. So, like, no one actually is listening to these people. Hell, evil, don't paint all liberals with one brush. Well, there's definitely, different ones out there. But no, obviously no. For the most part, it's not like all of them. For the most part, most of them. But what I noticed is some of them weren't celebrating it, but they were just like they would just post shit like, "Well, he said this," so and that's also disgusting, because you're trying to act like, "Well, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying it was sad that he died, but at the end of the day, he said these things." It's like that's the first thing you think. Just gross. It's just a gross thing to say. Why, bro? I have to quit, man. Dog, why? Either I don't want to, but I got to. No, don't. We need to continue making YouTube videos, bro. You also have the most subscribers out of anyone in this fucking stream, even me, including me. I have 3,000, you have 4,000. Like, for you to stop is honestly like watching the fucking best player on the court just give up when we're trying to win the game as a team. Like, come on. Like, I'm tired of making hard contents and people hates it. No. So yeah, no. People love it. You have 4,000 subscribers. People obviously like it, dude. Okay, you got to keep going. And even if shit slowed down, shit slowed down for me on YouTube too. You got to keep going though, okay? You have to let those downhill go up, It's up and down. I promise you. I think it's attractive you speak your mind. Literally, you piss me off so much, but I'm able to handle it because you ain't lying. You ain't hiding shit. I'm on the left and I feel you. Yeah, that's funny. Well, also, that's a big reason that a lot of people on the left like Nick Fuentes, because the dude's a fucking racist or all that shit, or they call him that or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, they think of him that way, but they like him so much because he's so real, he's so raw, and no one does that. So because of that, they just like that. Understandable, I guess. I'm gone. You look like the 80s fun powder dealer. Bro, what? Goodbye, Jake and Evil. People do care about the R word. It's a burn, but I think you should keep your chin up and keep walking in the truth. Yeah. You should check out Ben Shapiro. I've seen enough of Ben Shapiro. Bro, I literally met Ben Shapiro. I have a fucking selfie with Ben Shapiro. I met him at a mall. He was buying a very expensive watch. And I walked up to him and I was like, yo, I like your debates. And I literally took a picture with him. Now, I watched Ben Shapiro and I'm like, fuck this guy. Low-key, like, I'm not even gonna lie. Before, I liked his debates because he was the first one to be like, facts don't care about your feelings, like that in that stupid fucking voice. And then but now he just fucking defends the fuck out of Israel. And then Nick Fuentes is like, all right, debate me. And he's like, no, I'm not going to debate you. It's like, bro, I thought you were the guy that debated anyone. That's why everyone liked you, because you were the debate guy that would debate anyone. Now Nick Fuentes is asking to debate. You're like, no, I don't want to debate him. Now Nick Fuentes is the guy because he'll debate anyone. He literally will debate anyone. He will literally debate anyone. He will literally debate fucking anyone. That's the thing, is he will debate anyone. He does not give a fuck. Ben Shapiro will not. Ben Shapiro needs to defend, Israel and shit. And if he does that, then he won't debate people, because how the fuck are you going to defend that in a debate? It'll fucking destroy you. Like, it's nothing you can do. My bad. Sorry. Keep pushing, bro. It's kind of random for you to stop. Exactly. I know. Guess you're right. No, you got to keep going, bro. I got to beat in my hole wishing the same on you. Wait, I got beat in my hole? What the fuck? I'm not stopping until I complete my dream. Exactly. Good shit. Even if it's colliding with part of your personal life, you got to make some sacrifices. True. I prefer Ben Shapiro over Nick, and Aiden Ross is so cute. What the fuck? Okay, no. Here's how it goes, okay? Nick Fuentes is here, okay? Aiden Ross is here because Aiden Ross can platform him. There. Ben Shapiro's here, okay? Ben Shapiro's a fucking little that just needs to defend his own shit, and he won't debate anyone. No. Like, Nick Fuentes is the guy. He's the fucking guy. He's just the guy. There's no one that's beating him. You look like 16 and 35 at the same time. Okay, what the fuck? Well, thank you. Yo, seriously, that's crazy. Meeting him in person just like that. No, it was crazy, low key. It was dope to meet him in person. And if I were to meet him in person again, which I don't think would ever happen, but if it were to happen, I probably would say the same thing. Like, oh, like I fuck with your debates. Like I like your debating style, which is true. I do like his debating style. He's always been a good debater. But I'm over him. Like the whole Ben Shapiro phase, that's like fifth grade shit, in my opinion. Like the whole idea of liking Ben Shapiro, that's like for like, your younger self. Like that's like we're past that. It's funny when like dudes that like were liberal their entire lives like become Republican at like my age and then they go like, yeah, like I'm like, bro, this is fucking third grade shit. Like we're so past this, bro. People are so late on politics. It's fucking hilarious. Like they think I was so early with politics. My mom literally made me like not made me, but like somehow I was in like somehow knew a lot about politics at a very 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 young age. To the point where I was already over it. I was already fucking over it by the time I got to fucking high school. Like, you know what I mean? And I'm still over it, I like knowing what's going on in the world, obviously, but like, no, I'm over it. I don't give a fuck about politics, or I won't vote. I won't make an emotional, reactive decision to politics. I won't make an emotionally reactive reaction to, someone being, elected, okay? Because it's not going to make that much of a difference in my life, okay? I'm not going to allow that to control my life, okay? It doesn't mean I don't want to know what's going on though. That's a difference. And a lot of people don't like put those two things together when they really shouldn't be. I'll go make content, it's good stuff. Oh my god, I love you. You're right about his voice. I'm giggling. You're so funny. Do Ben impression again? Oh no, I'm not gonna do that again. The Ben Shapiro impression. Facts don't care about your feelings. It's like, oh god, he is literally a weasel. Like if there was a human weasel, it would literally be Ben Shapiro. I'm being so serious. And I met him. I met him. And he looked kind of like a weasel. Like, no, I'm just kidding. He was definitely shorter though. Like, there's no doubt about that. Like, if you could see in the picture, I'm fucking height bogging him for sure. It's fucking, you know. But Mike Fuentes does the same thing now though. He does the same thing, dude, and he does it better. No, I don't really know. I don't really watch those parts of it. I more listen to what they say. You know. I'm gonna go make content. Hope people like it. Good shit, bro. And honestly, comment on one of my videos and be like, let everyone know, like, yo, I just made a video. I'm on my grind. Like, let everyone know in the comments. Let me know, and I'll check out the video. You'll let everyone know in the comments. Make it on like one of my most recent videos. Hell yeah. See ya. Peace. All right. I'm attached to my younger self. I'm giggling. I see that as 2025 Ben Shapiro. It's dumb. Yeah. Oh my gosh. You're a tall man. Yeah, I'm pretty tall to be honest. Like the way I think of my height, it's like if I'm going into an elevator, right? And there's like, you know, 8 people in the elevator, the odds are I'm going to be the tallest one. You know, the only time I really don't feel tall is when I go into a gym, like a college gym or a college bar. That's the only time, and that's literally because that's where you're gonna see the most tall people. Like in a gym, like near the basketball courts at college, and then at a bar in fucking college. That's just where the most. That's literally where the most tall people are. But nah, if I'm like with my family, bro, or I'm like with some older people, like a big group of older people, or okay, here's the thing. If I'm at my old work where there was only Hispanic people, I was literally one of the tallest motherfuckers there. Like, it was like rare for another person to be taller than me in there. And if I'm at my nana's like country club, it is very rare to see someone taller unless you're a worker, okay? But the odds of an older person there being taller than me is it would shock me, to be honest. Like if you were a worker, there was a chance you could be taller than me, but like no, those are the places I felt tall as fuck for sure. Whatever you think of woke, I'm gone now. So we need Christianity, the most evil ideology in the West. The stream is so laggy. What the fuck? My bad. I'm nervous. I'm shorty. Whatever. Yep. Oh my god. Tall guys scare me because I'm little. Whatever. I'm baby cat. I'm learning. Shut the fuck up. um. But yeah. No. Um. Sybau. I had to learn what that meant because I saw that a lot in my streams before. That emoji that you use every single time, I don't even know what to think about it. Like, what the fuck? My bad if the stream's laggy still. Shut do yo. I don't know. I don't know what that stands for actually. What's your favorite scary movie? Yeah, like what is with those emojis? I don't get it. That doesn't seem like human. It's like I don't know. What's my favorite scary movie? Probably okay, it's actually not even a scary movie or it's not that scary, but it's still my favorite and it's that movie Get Out. And the reason I like it so much is because it's because it was a good ending. Like scary movies almost never have a good ending. But finally, like the motherfucker just fucking God, if you want a fucking movie to like boost your testosterone, like watch that one. Seriously. Cause that one's like it's not even well, the funny thing is, especially as a black dude, because it's not even aggressive. But what it is it's like fucking mental warfare in your brain until they fucking enslave you. And then at the end it gets pretty damn aggressive. But um dude, watching him just like fucking just beat the fuck out of that one guy was just like, oh, like not your slave today. I don't know. I really like that shit. I don't know why. And then the cops come and then it's the friend. I'm like, "Oh god. Fuck, dude." Like, ugh, cause it was literally like it was about to be a cop that was gonna see him on a white woman and he was gonna get fucked and we all knew it. Ended up being his fucking friend. Oh my god, thank God. We all did not want to see him die. We did not want to see him get arrested. We all just wanted to see him okay. You know what I mean? Okay, I feel you watch Unbroken. Oh my god, you're cute. I'm listening. Unbroken is testosterone to the max. Oh shit. Okay. Well fuck. Then I might have to watch it then. If you're gonna tell me a certain that that is honestly probably one of the best ways to get me to watch something is saying some shit like that. That is honestly great. Watch out. What's up with the deer emoji? Literally, I don't know. I don't know what's up with the deer emoji. I think you're wrong about Japan. You say because they have good culture, they don't need religion. I think they have good culture because they don't have religion. I think they no, I don't think they have anything to do with each other. Honestly, I think that there's a lot of the places in like Poland and Finland or Sweden or whatever, or Romania, all those different places. I feel like they practice religion pretty well over there, and it's fine. I think the USA got fucked because we had a melting pot of different religions come in, so then it ended up fucking everything up and made the religions kind of get fucked. But I think it I don't think that religion really has as much to do with it rather than the culture itself and the ability to stay in like one place and like be compact in that place. I think the USA is just too big and too like much of a melting pot. Like think about it this way, Japan doesn't have a bunch of different fucking they don't have a bunch of white people, a bunch of Indians, a bunch of Hispanics, a bunch of Muslims, a bunch of like they don't have all those people. They just have for the most part, Japanese people. So their culture is very intact and is very much them. In the USA, we got fucking everything. So it's a whole different vibe over here because like it's just I think what's the importance of like staying with your culture is like honestly way more important. If I'm being honest, I think that's what makes things better. That's what I've noticed from these countries that want to like mix and like have all these different cultures. It doesn't seem to work out extremely well. I mean, yeah, you'll have a nice downtown with a bunch of different ethnic places, but then you have a lot of immigration issues, and that's real. That's a real thing. Um, whatever, Japanese. Sweden is very secular, one of the least religious populated Nordic countries. have one of the least religious populations. I didn't mean Sweden. I don't. Well, Sweden still has churches and shit. That's the fact. Okay, but I don't think they're the least religious. But that's not even the country I was talking about. I was more talking about Romania. But I don't. But that's what I've noticed. Real. But America does not have a culture. How can it stay with a culture? Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's my entire point. It did before. Well, it did before, but then, I mean, immigration came and now it just didn't. I mean, this idea that the USA was a melting pot that let in everyone, that idea basically promoted that we don't have a fucking culture. Our culture is everyone. Our culture is melting pot, you know? Uh-oh. 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 Jake, read my comment, dog. My bad. I'm dancing. Swedish fish. Fleet. Oh, Jake, make me dance. So cute. America does have a culture. Jay Mason. Putting out a statement. I mean, who's gonna argue it? Who's gonna argue it? Let's have someone argue it. But no one's gonna argue that shit. That's the thing. No one's gonna argue that shit. No, it never had a culture. America ever had a culture. It did. It did, but it changed because people, I mean, Jay Mason kind of put it pretty good. Those people promoted the idea of the USA being a melting pot. And now people are like, no, the USA, it's a melting pot. Every culture is supposed to be here. Okay, let's see how that turns out. Let's see how that turns out for us. Now we're here. Did like, you know what I mean? You have a bright future, Jake. Literally, you making me dance. Okay, a bunch of brain deads. How? Why? Why not argue that shit? No one. I've argued way too many times already. That's why we need something new. We've never talked about this before. We've never talked about this before. Or this specific thing. Not really. Not really. Usually we're talking about dating or fucking, some fucking bullshit about why cereal's bad. We never talked about this shit, you know? Do you guys remember a conversation of us talking about this specifically? I'm listening, Jake. There is no such thing called American language, no such thing called American food, no such thing called American music. America never had a culture. I think it did. Okay, I think it did. I think what happened is that changed over the years. I think people's brains got skewed. Okay, I think people want to think because American culture is America, burgers, trucks, boating, big Costco things like, big. My bad. Sorry, I'm back. Let me know if the Wi-Fi still sucks. Yo, what up, Rob Plays? What's good? What's good? Welcome, welcome. My bad. All right. Okay. Okay, can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Or if my Wi-Fi is still being bad. Let me know. 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 It's good? Bet. Alright. Well, we were just talking about some funny shit. I don't know if we should continue talking about it. Maybe that's why they kicked me off. I don't know. What if I call Creek Crafts viewers here? If you can get some viewers in here, that'd be sick. That's all I gotta say. Can you say your rock? Can I say my I don't know what that means. I have no idea what that means. I have literally no idea what that means. I'm still Stan. What did you say about Palestine taking over USA? I missed it. Your Wi-Fi was bad. My bad. So, okay. Here's what I have to say. How is Israel supporting the USA when the USA gives Israel money? How would that be Israel supporting the USA? Would that not be the USA supporting Israel? when the USA gives them money? Please like his shit up. Literally, he talks about real shit. They are allies. They are allies. Okay. So here's the thing that I've noticed. Okay. A lot of people that are in the USA, that are in Congress, are Jewish. Israel has given many war tactics and technology to America. Is I would like to know this trade-off, honestly. What I'm fully aware of, though, is that people are switching their minds about Israel. What do you think of Palestine going to South Africa? I don't have much thoughts about that. You think you sound smart, pretty boy? God, I swear to God, bro. Lookism is such a fucking thing, it's insane. I'm still watching. I'm in a call right now. Can't answer it. Here we go with this shit. Like, you sound smart to me. Oh no, people just don't like intelligence, you know? I I just disagree. Trying to look like Brad Pitt from Fight Club. I bet you have 1.3 GPA in school, but you're not an idiot. Oh, thank you. Well, I would hope. Here's the thing. If you've been watching me for long enough, it's very difficult for you to think of me as someone that's like a dummy, okay? You might disagree with my opinions, but you know how I got there cuz I usually explain it. You know what I mean? So, like the people that usually insult my intelligence the most are people that come in like for the first time. Cuz they hear what I say and they instantly go, "That opinion is stupid," and because of it that means they must be a stupid person. But then they listen to me and they're like, well, they're not stupid. And then what happens? They actually want to watch more because they're like, well, if they're not stupid and they came to this conclusion, how the fuck did that happen? Okay. This is a very interesting thing that actually makes more people want to watch because they're like, wait a second. So I don't agree with you, but you're not stupid. So you clearly had to come to the conclusion somehow. This kind of works a little bit. Um, you know, literally, you're so dumb. No, Jake, not. It's the guy who said ballerina cappuccino. I love when you speak your mind. Oh, thank you. But that's the thing. It kind of also is funny with girls. It's like I'll say something like women are stupid, or I'll say something extremely misogynistic, right? And because I don't look like someone like since I'm like to a certain extent, and I only use this if she's already attracted to me. Since I already kind of look good to them, they go, well, he's not misogynistic because he's like, disappointed that women don't treat him right. So there must be another reason, which makes them want to know that reason, which makes them want to talk to you more. Free sauce. Read my last comment. I have a 2.5 GPA. What about that? Or 2.05, my bad. Okay, so high school, I'm not gonna lie, I always thought going off of the GPA of someone to rank their intelligence was not like, I don't know, it didn't really make any sense. But my high school GPA was like a 3.4. Freshman year was like 2.4, then sophomore year was like 3.8, junior year was like 4.1. Senior year was like 3.7. And the funny thing is, people are like, oh, well, that means you must have got so much smarter your sophomore year. It's like, no, because I started to give a fuck. And that's the thing is like people want to say I got more intelligent, but that's not what happened. So if you want to determine like GPA off intelligence, that, okay, my junior year self was so smart, which is just not true. So people need to be honest with themselves. They can't just look at the fucking GPA and go, "Oh yeah, well I got a 4.0, so I'm fucking smart." Like I got a 4.0 too, and that's not what made me smart. What made me smart is being fucking smart. Ew, I hate it when you are misogynistic, but you really speak on some facts about bitches. Whatever, it's dumb. Yeah. See, exactly. I mean that could literally kind of be an example right there. It's like, ugh, I hate when you do that, but also, speak some facts, so I respect it. I'm not a guy. I'm not a guy. Jokes on you. Where are you from? I'm from South Florida. From the nation of Cologne. Oh, what's up, Jake? It's me, Ryan. What up? What up, Fluffy Kitty? Otherwise known as the Banana Republic. Don't believe me? Look it up. I don't know what the fuck that is. I don't need to look it up though. I'm from India. Okay. 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 So I guess no one wants to talk about the fact that what we were just talking about. People get nervous about this shit, man. People don't like it. It fucks with their worldview. That's the thing, man. Why are you sitting on the floor? I'm on my bed. Does it look like I'm sitting on the floor? Do you like Italy? The best country of the world is Italy. Never been there, but I hear it's cool. I want to eat food in Italy. Apparently, the food's so fucking good. Oh my god, it's so good. The food's so good. I'm like, okay, well, fucking, how about I have some of it then? Like, the fuck? Like, all this food in Europe is so good. Oh my gosh, the steak is so good. The fat's so yellow. Okay, why the fuck can't I have some of that shit? Why does the USA, like, immune to having yellow fatty steak? Like, why is that only in Spain? That fucking pisses me off. It actually does. I'm giggling. You have mattress on the floor. I'm not on the floor. I don't know what the fuck you guys think I'm on the floor. That's like I'm on a raised bed. It's okay. That's his bed. Y'all dumb. Literally. I am medically restarted. Jokes on you. Yes. Okay. Um. Geez, why you calling us dumb, Fluffy Kitty? Like, chill. Everyone makes mistakes. Damn. Damn, bro. Took that offensively. Yeah, bro. He's not on the floor. Sorry if you're offended. These emojis, I don't know what those emojis are. Like, I don't know what that means. I don't know what the fuck that means. Like, people that use emojis for everything. I never use emojis. I literally never use emojis unless I'm like, maybe I'll reply to someone on YouTube with an emoji, which I use that 100 emoji. I'll use that 100 emoji all the time. That's one of my favorite emojis. It's one of the only ones I'll use. I never said something about him sitting on the floor. Have you been outside the U.S.? Like what? Yeah, like what's that emoji? Like what the fuck? Like what kind of question is it? It makes no sense. It doesn't fit the statement. It's like a question is, yes, I've been outside the USA. I've been to Canada. I've been to Mexico. I've been to Dominican Republic. I've been to Bahamas, St. John, St. Mary, St. Martin, all those different little islands. So yeah. Please stop that. How you know? I feel you. I'm giggling. It's just some random kid spamming emoji language. Literally, it's so dumb. Guys, love you. Take care. Bro, it's like everyone's fucking leaving. That could have been bad. I could have broke all my shit there. All right. Okay. Well, I think I'm ending it. Y'all have a great rest of your day. Peace.